Chris, gotta get all my stuff in the camera, my Coors Light and my skeleton thing. Hey everybody, this is Matt, and it's Sunday. It is 5 o'clock. It's time to party with Wayne and Garth.
I'm Garth.
I'm Wayne. Wait a second, that's wrong. No, it's Sunday and it's happy hour live thing that we do. All this stuff didn't make it onto the camera. That's okay. So this is something that we do every Sunday at 5 o'clock p.m. Mountain Time. What do you got there, Chris?
This is a tool that you made.
I made that.
It's for putting frets in, and it also comes with a bottle opener. Pudding.
So thanks for joining us, you guys. We got a lot of good stuff to talk about today. This is probably we're gonna try to wind down the whole Great Guitar Build-Off thing because the Great Guitar Build-Off is in fact winding down. The official entries portion.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about what the future holds for the Great Guitar Build-Off, what we think anyway, and we'd like to know what you guys think too. Mrs. Toast is, of course, behind the camera, taking your questions, and we try to get to as many questions as we can. I know we missed some. There was a young man who was adamant. He really wanted to talk about multiple lamination necks and Honduras mahogany in the last live stream, which I think we called one last trash talk video or something. We didn't want to talk about anything other than just, kind of some friendly smack talk.
Uh-huh.
And then, a lot of times Matt will blather on, and then 50 more comments and
That's
questions
true.
come through, and then the total topic has changed.
That's
and
true.
Yeah, so.
So if you are watching and you were the guy who wanted to know about multiple lamination necks and what I think of them, I think that's a great video idea, actually. How to make a multi-lam neck and why they're so cool.
I don't even remember seeing those
You weren't
comments.
here.
I wasn't here.
It was Friday and you had to work late that day.
Oh.
So yeah, that's why you didn't see it. But you can always send me an email and I'll try to get back to you. Email. Let's talk about email for a second. How many emails are you getting these days, Chris?
Not very many.
I am getting a buttload. So many that I can't stay up, and I know that I've dropped the ball on getting back to you guys on emails and calls and texts and Facebook messages and Instagram messages and Patreon messages. I'm sorry. I'm going to try to get to all of that stuff in the next 48 hours. Cool? I won't, but I'm going to try. No, I'm still going to try, even though I might not succeed. I'm going to try real, real hard.
Good.
So what else has been going on? Chris, what have you been up to this week?
Lots and lots and lots of painting.
Yeah.
And then more painting. Starting to get caught up on just everything else that's been kind of taking a back seat to classes and everything else that's going on with the shop.
So if one of your emails was, hey Matt, how's my guitar coming? Great. Your guitar is actually coming along really, really well. And many of them are ready to start, leveling and dressing frets and putting stuff together. But we're not going to get into that right now. Today, what's the we're going to talk about the
our predictions for the 2021 Great Guitar Build-Off.
Okay, but can we talk a little bit about the current Great Guitar
Build-Off? Yeah, let's talk a little
bit
bit about the current. And I told some people that we would maybe share our opinions on some builds.
Okay. All right, we can do that. We can share our opinions on a lot of that stuff.
I have lots of opinions.
Lots of opinions?
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm glad that the videos are up, and that was Friday was like a big relief day. It felt, at the end of the day, I felt like I'd accomplished so much, even though I hadn't really accomplished all that much that day.
Well, I tell you what, Thursday night at 10, I still didn't have the video.
Right.
And I'm like, I've been talking so much crap about how all of our stuff is done, and I don't have the video yet. So I sent a message to the guys over at Super Bitchin' Productions who really did a great job with our video. And I'm like, hey, Ken, how goes the battle? And he's like, man, I'm trying to get everything rendered and everything. And I'm like, just send me what you got. So he did, so he sent it to me. I had to download the video that he sent me onto my computer, which it was an hour long, so it took a while. And then I had to upload said video onto YouTube. Now, I probably could have just did what you suggested, and that would be to have him eliminate the middleman and just upload it to YouTube for me. But I don't know what my YouTube password. I mean, I could have found it out, but Thursday at 10 o'clock at night was the wrong time for me to like start figuring that stuff out.
Well, and it takes forever to download stuff onto or upload stuff onto YouTube. So
yeah,
and I'm glad all that went as smooth as it did.
Well, so I was up quite a bit later than I normally am.
So like
doing
9:30.
Yeah. No, I was up till like midnight, which is way later than I normally stay up. And I got up at 4:30, which is a little bit earlier than I normally get up. So I wasn't working on very much sleep on Friday. So yeah.
Yeah.
But I think all the videos, or every competitor has their videos out, or at least a video.
Yeah, and that was the other part of Friday was watching everybody's video and yeah.
Have you guys watched everyone's video? If you need more information on how to get to these videos, you can go to YouTube and type in Great Guitar Build-Off, but that is a very, very saturated field. And we're going to talk about that as we go. But if all you want to do is see the official videos right now, you can go to greatguitarbuildoff.com, and there's a link in the description below. I put it in there this morning. And you can just click that link, and you can go over, and it'll take you, and you can watch everyone's videos and all that stuff. I think all that stuff is up there.
Yeah.
Hey, did you see, speaking of Great Guitar Build-Off stuff that happened on Friday, did you see, I got several people emailed me this, we were in Guitar World.
Yeah.
For the news thing. That was cool.
Yeah, Guitar World, Guitar Player, Guitar, Hotwire, I think. Maybe not Hotwire. That sounds like a place you buy airline tickets. Some other
like a metal
guitar thing.
There was
a metal thing.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It was like 5 or 6 different places picked up on it, and I think you said maybe Big D set some of that up.
I think that Big D set up the press release, and I bet you he sent it out to everybody, and that was very cool.
They were all very similar looking, so yeah, they were probably all linked up somehow.
Yeah.
But it was really cool to see that. So.
Yeah.
So props to Big D for lining that up.
If he did it.
It was really neat. Yeah,
if he didn't do it, then you know, yeah.
Then you know.
If you didn't do it, then we don't
nothing.
take back all that stuff we said about it.
No, we still said all that stuff.
And if you guys want to see that stuff, you can also click the link to Great Guitar Build-Off that I have in the description and go to press, I think. There's a little subheading, press, and you can check all that stuff out. There's a lot of the same quotes from yours truly in those things. Where I talk about it being a dog fight.
That's why I think it was all the same.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but that's really cool, and it's cool that the word has gotten out like that. Yeah, and all the videos and all the feedback and all of that has been entertaining.
We are doing pretty well. We're the smallest channel.
By a lot.
By a fair margin. Yeah, I think the next biggest channel, the next smallest channel. It's us on the bottom in terms of subscribers, and the next person with the next highest level, it still has 3 times what we have in this contest. So we are doing pretty well. 17,000 of you guys have watched this video, or have watched our video. And thank you to everyone. If you haven't seen it, please watch the video and share with your friends. Yes.
What are you waiting for?
Yeah.
So Doug Santiello said,
"Hey, Doug.
I'm afraid to win the 3 neck monster. Wouldn't know what to do with it. Don't care much for the other entries, but I'm bidding everyone up."
Ooh, all right. We're going to talk about how the auction works here in just a little while. Let's see. I want to remind everybody that today's live stream is brought to you by Jimmy DiResta Jeans. No, it's not. It's brought to you by our good friends at Flipside Music, the great American guitar store. If there's a pedal or a guitar that you've been wanting to buy, go to Flipside, and Ike will personally put one of these stickers in the box with whatever you order. Flipside Music, the great American guitar store. Support those guys because they support us. Thank you for all that you do. Yes, ma'am.
Alana got a lot to say.
Hey!
Welcome back. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, a little bit.
Said smallest channel, biggest balls. Hater maker.
Yep.
Thank you
Yep.
very,
you either
very
love
much.
us or you hate us.
That's right.
And
Mostly
you love
hate
the
us.
guitar or hate the guitar.
Or
Mostly
you love
like.
to hate us.
Yeah. There's some of that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to go bold or go home.
Yeah.
If you
Now
don't-
is not the time
to
for
play it
mediocrity.
safe, yeah.
Exactly.
I agree. I
Yeah,
agree.
Yeah.
And if you have no haters, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And Dave Weiss, looks
Hi,
like
Dave.
Phil McKnight didn't finish.
You know, I do not know what Mr. McKnight is doing. I don't know if he's finished or not. But what I do know is that he said a lot of very complimentary things about us in his video.
He did. Yeah.
So, yeah. In fact, I think he even said, "I hope the guys at Texas Toast win."
Yeah. He said that.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. That was cool.
you know, I have talked to Philip McKnight at a couple of NAMM shows. Always been very, very nice guy, very gracious guy. I talked to him for a good long time. A couple of weeks ago, he called and we chatted about stuff and maybe doing some stuff in the future. And very, very nice man. Yeah, lots of good things to say about Philip McKnight. Good guy. Yes, ma'am.
Ron Ruse just sent
Hi, Ron.
$20, so I'm guessing that's
Cool.
beer money.
Right on. You know, I had to go buy beer, so thank you, Ron.
And he got me a freaking quarter pounder with mustard.
Sorry.
Like he doesn't know me.
A QP with M. Anyway, so I have a board up here that I'm trying to talk about. So, Chris, we've talked about the video. Now that's somehow or another, Crimson's got it figured out, like how they're gonna judge all this stuff. I don't know how it's gonna work. My brain is not big enough to wrap my head around it. I'm sure that they'll let us know, or they'll just tell us who won.
Yeah. We don't.
So one of the facets is the number of people who watch the videos. Okay. Another thing is how many people go to Instagram, something or another, the Great Guitar Build Off Instagram page, and like something there. I don't know how to do that either. Another way, and many people are telling me that they're sending me screenshots of like their donation. So, okay, if you go to the Great Guitar Build Off website and it says like vote now, you can vote there, but there's a paywall. Okay. Now, all the money that they raise is going towards the causes that each guitar maker has picked. So, for example, our good friend Joseph Caswell sent me a thing. Hey, man, I just put like $50 up on the thing for you guys. Now, so that $50 goes to Brian Nutter. Remember, all of the guitar, all the money that's raised for this and everything that we're doing goes to our good friend Brian Nutter, who has an ass load of medical bills after spending 6 months in the hospital, which ain't cheap. Okay.
I don't know how many surgeries.
Yeah, I don't know
even
either.
4 in one day.
But he is doing great now. But here's the thing: you get out of the hospital and you're doing great. Hey, dude, here's a ass load of medical bills. So what we're trying to do is help raise money so that Brian can make a dent in those medical bills. And every other person has, their cause that they have chosen. We chose Brian because he's our brother in arms. He's a fellow guitar maker. He's a guitar player, like a really badass guitar player too. If you guys don't know who Brian is, a quick search will yield lots and lots and lots of pretty neat stuff.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk more about that coming up. But the cool thing, I think, is everybody has a great cause that they're playing for.
Yeah.
Like, for example, Dan at Guns and Guitars has one that's like, he wants to help get clean water to places that don't have clean water. Awesome.
Someone's got a wounded warrior.
Yeah, Big D has Wounded Warrior.
St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital.
Is that Brad or Tamar?
I don't remember, but I
can't
know
remember
that they are in danger right now.
Oh, really?
Actually, yeah.
Okay. So, and guys, you can find all of that information at thegreatguitarbuildoff.com. There's a link in the description below. You can check it out right now. Okay, let's move forward.
Yeah.
You want to talk about how the auction's working?
Sure.
All right.
Let's talk about that. What part of it do you want to? So right now we are leading the pack on auction price.
Yeah.
Ours is up to $5,200.
And remember, all that $5,200. I mean, there's fees and
There's
shit.
fees and stuff,
But all
but-
of that, I hope that we can get a big check. Like, we have to go to a really large bank to get one of those big.
I checked with the bank, and it's it's $6,000 or greater, then
Okay.
you're able to get the big check.
Okay, so if you don't
It's
raise
only a
six
little bit more to
grand, you don't get
go.
the big
No,
oversized
they just
check.
give you the regular business
All right,
size
yeah, I hope
check.
so. I hope we can get the big
Under
check.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we can't, and we don't, like, the bidders are disguised, they're anonymous, so
Yeah.
we don't
Yeah.
know who.
We don't know.
is
No, I can see
bidding.
I can see their eBay handles, their
But that's-
screen names,
yeah.
but that's
How
as far as I
does
can
it
go,
work,
really.
Chris? So right now we have whatever bid we have.
Uh-huh.
And you told me it's possible that we have somebody has bid a bunch more than that.
Yeah, so the guy that
Or
is
that's what they're willing to
currently
do.
winning it
Okay.
at 5,200 could very well have a bid of $10,000.
110,000.
Yeah.
We don't
yeah.
know.
And until somebody outbids them on that, it will slowly creep up to whatever the maximum bid
Okay.
is by the other people.
Okay, so if Dudu has the maximum right now has like 53,000 and you bid 5,500 or
55,
50.
50.
Okay,
Start
yeah,
over.
well, okay. Matt
Matt
talking.
talking, take 2.
If the guy who's got the bid right now has a maximum bid of $5,300,
Uh-huh.
and you go in and bid $5,500,
Uh-huh.
then it actually goes to 5,400 or something.
Correct.
Right? Okay. eBay
Yes.
it's
Yes.
confusing.
Yes, at
Yes.
first it was
but
like.
you could also if the guy that's currently winning it at 5,200 and his maximum is 5,300 and you go in and bid 5,301, you will be the new current leader.
Okay.
No, but it
At
only takes it in so
5301.
many increments.
No, it'll do $1.
Oh, will it?
Yeah, it will do. Yeah, if it all you need to do is pass it up by 1. Yeah, because it'll say so current bid is 5,200. The least bid you can make is 5,300. You can bid over that. You can bid 5,301 cent
Okay.
and be the winner at that. It's just one of the
Oh
weird
yeah,
rules.
so but it has to be in like an increment.
So I'm sure that you guys probably use eBay. I've never actually sold anything on eBay. I bought some stuff with like buy it now
Buy it
on
now,
eBay, but
yeah.
I've never actually bid on anything. So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
guys probably know way more about this than I do.
Doug Santiello says that he bid 5,000 and it only held for a couple hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I think I know which one is Doug.
Oh, do you? Okay.
I think.
Mark Szynski says
Hey, Mark.
Zach Wild is the top bid and he wants Chris to deliver it.
Ooh. Wouldn't that be
With
cool?
my boot.
So, guys, let's talk a little bit about how now you know kind of how the auction works. There have been people who've said to me, hey, Billy Gibbons needs to know about this. Rick Nielsen needs to know about this. Zach Wild needs to know about this. What you might not know is Brian Nutter used to be the guitar player for
Keith Urban.
and
Taylor Swift.
that's right. So it is possible, you guys, that some like big time musician with, kind of fuck you money could bid on this, but I don't know how to reach them. And if any of you guys know how to reach
Billy Gibbons,
Zach
Rick Nielsen.
Wild, any of those people,
Somebody
or,
that likes guitars and has a lot of
Fuck you
discretion.
money.
Even
Yeah.
even a corporation.
yeah,
I think this might be tax deductible for some.
potentially, I'm not
no,
sure. Well,
because
let's not get into
that
that
is
right
not
now.
a-
All right, let's not get into that right now.
501c3.
One of
All
the things that I want to say that this reminds me of is, remember when we were sitting right over there and I said, hey, wouldn't it be cool to do a guitar building contest? And all of you guys said, you got to get Ben at Crimson to do it. And I said, guys, Ben has no idea who I am. And then you guys stepped up to the plate and let Ben know. I don't know how you did it. I don't know who of you did it.
I think there was many people that did it, and that's why he couldn't ignore it.
It may be. So if you guys know how to tweet or twit face
I
or
don't twit.
Insta Google twit face, let those guys know that this is for one of our own, and I think they would really dig that, and that wouldn't that be something?
Yes. So off you go. Off you go.
No, stay for the rest.
here
and
Stay
now,
for the
yeah.
rest, and then off you go.
Yeah.
You can do two things at once. I know you guys are good like that.
That's right.
Yeah. So can we talk about a little bit about the other contestants?
Yes.
And one of the funny things about it, because you and I spend way more time talking about this stuff, even if we're doing work,
Yeah.
we still talk about it.
We can still,
and what we thought they were going to make, what they did make.
Oh, great! Yeah.
How they turned out.
Okay.
All of that kind of thing.
All right.
And I'm not going to talk bad about anybody's stuff.
No, I don't. You know, guys, you gotta know. We've been getting so much heat for the trash talk thing. Like, I think people really think that we're just such douchebags that, like, that's, and maybe we are, but I don't have anything bad to say about any of the competitors.
No.
Here's what I do know. I didn't know very many of the guys.
No.
And Tamar, the one lady. When I say guys, I mean that in a unisex term. I didn't know very many of the competitors. I had met Philip McKnight and I'd met Derek from Big D. Is that?
I think that's it.
I think that might be it.
Yeah, personally met. Yeah.
Yeah. But we've made a lot of really good friends through the course of the contest.
Yeah.
Yeah, and don't be surprised if in the very near future there's some collaboration videos from some of the people that have been, kind of are into doing stuff with us. So we're not a big channel. I get it.
No.
So let's go down the list.
Well, yeah. Okay, let's go down the list. And I actually have. There's their build, and then there's also their video.
Yes. Okay, so where should we start?
Where do you want to start?
Let's start with Ben Crow. It's his contest.
Okay. What did I think of his guitar?
Yes. What did you think of Ben's guitar, and what did you think of Ben's video? Do you want to pass or play?
I'll play.
Okay.
I don't know where he comes up with his ideas.
Boy, that is the truth. That guy's a mad scientist.
Yeah, he really is a mad scientist. Yeah, it's not my thing, but I can appreciate the effort that he put into it.
Mm-hmm.
His video was another one of his videos. I thought, and this can be said for a lot of people.
Okay.
This, I think, was a chance for them to put something together that they normally don't do, video-wise.
Okay.
And maybe take a chance, and he just made the same video, which is, fine.
I don't know. I think
in a lot of ways,
you want to play to your strengths, and
Yeah.
and I can tell you this much: our strengths are not high production videos. So,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
ma'am.
Dustin Texter,
Hey, Dustin.
tremendously thankful for a GGBO.
Cool.
May not have found your channel without it.
Oh,
Cheers,
awesome.
all. Cheers to you.
You know what? That's
Sunshine.
it's a very cool
cool.
thing. We've
Yeah.
made a lot of new subscribers, a lot of new
Yeah.
friends,
Mhm.
like you, Dustin. So thanks for joining us.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought Ben's was. I didn't know what Ben was going to do. I knew he was working when we first started. He had that cyberpunk thing going, and I thought, well, maybe he'll do something like that. I thought he would incorporate metal, not in the way that he did, but I thought they would be on the top.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he went with the Les Paul.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but you know what? I do know why, because I thought that Ben would have gone for the chunk of wood.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then that gives him way more creative control. But maybe he's like, out of hell with it. He also wanted to show everyone what his kits were like, so I get that.
Yeah, and in a lot of ways, I was surprised he did as much as he did to it, knowing that it was a show off my kits kind of a build.
I knew that Ben wasn't just going to put it together and put oil on it. Having said that, what a great way to show off your kit.
Yeah.
Here's what, anybody can do this with no tools, basically.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. So.
Yeah, I thought that Ben kind of pushed the envelope. His, like that texture work that he did was pretty neat. You know what would be fun to do? We'll never be able to do this, but it would be neat. Make a version of everyone's great guitar build-off video. Like, we do
Build
what we
their guitar.
Yeah, we make the guitar that they built in the way that we would have done it, or something like that. I don't know how we would do that, but yeah. Okay, let's move on. Who has the highest subscriber count?
Jimmy D.
Jimmy DiResta. Jimmy Cadillacs.
Jimmy Cadillacs.
So, I thought that Jimmy's build was very decidedly Jimmy DiResta. However, what I thought he was going to do, because he didn't have very much time. Everybody had the same amount of time. He didn't start his until late. And what I thought for sure was going to happen, because he just made that video about his barbecue apron thing out of leather, I thought he's going to cover it with leather. What do you think?
I didn't know what to expect from him. We talked about how he could very well bring something big to the game.
I've gotten a bunch of emails about his video.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move on forward. Let's talk about Tamar.
Okay.
Julian, are you going to do? Go ahead.
I thought I liked everything she did. She did exactly what we thought she would do.
Yep.
But
But
did
in
it,
a cooler way than we expected.
Yeah, I actually liked her pattern more on this one than on some of her other stuff. Sure. I thought her guitar was really cool. I liked
the shape.
I liked her mistake when she made the mistake
She
and
made
then
a
fixed
mistake?
it. Yeah, she got two of her pieces mixed up, but she fixed it.
Mm-hmm.
I like her videos too. I think they're really fun to watch.
She's a class act.
Which is,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
No doubt
I think
about it.
important to a lot of this, and it's important for viewer, count.
Oh, yeah.
If you bring something cool to the party, and her videos look really good, and they're always really fun, and she's always really upbeat. So
I was really hoping
so I
for
liked
some
it.
trash talk from her, though.
That's the if I had to be
Like, what was
disappointed.
that chick in the WWF? Like, that was the queen of the.
Oh, there were so many.
No,
Like
the one.
I don't know who the one.
Mrs. So and So or
All right.
Lady something. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I had to say something mean about Tamar, well, not mean, but if I had to say something bad about Tamar, it would be that I wished she would have gotten more into the spirit of the trash talk game. Not because I thought she ought to, but because she said she might.
Yeah.
And stuff happens, and
Yeah.
we're in the middle of a pandemic, so shit happens. What do
Well, yeah, and I have no idea what these people's normal lives are like either. I mean, she might only have
Yeah.
a little bit of time here and there, and doesn't really have
because she's
time.
got a family and
Yeah,
all sorts of
yeah,
other
and
stuff
we-
that take time.
Do this. We build guitars. We're in the shop. We're constantly talking and thinking
Yeah.
about it, and we have a little extra time to be able to do some of that goofy
Yeah.
stuff because we're here. Anyway,
Tamar also used. She did not use the pickups from Crimson.
yeah.
Who I'm pretty sure. Yes, ma'am.
Miss Elizabeth.
Miss Elizabeth. She
Okay.
wasn't very trash talky.
Oh no.
No, she was married to Randy Macho Man Savage, and
That's the one.
she would do some of that, but she wasn't particularly rotten to people. So anyway, in any case, where did I?
We were talking about Tamar, and
Did we
And
move
everybody
forward?
else.
Okay.
yeah.
No,
I
she's
think,
just classy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's a
yeah.
classy lady.
Hoping for more trash talk. But
Yeah, and yeah,
she's got things to do.
yeah.
yeah.
She's got more
probably.
more important things than being juvenile.
It's important to she's got kids to raise, and
There may not have been any payoff on that. It was like, well, I'll find another wine sponsor, or I'll
Yeah,
trash talk
talk-
with
yeah.
Texas Toast.
yeah. What can I do? Yeah, let's see. I can be.
What can I do to
I
ruin my
can be
reputation?
productive, or
I can be productive and provide a good example for my children, or I can stoop to the level of those bozos at Texas Toast. So.
Yeah, that seems legit.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about Phil.
How about we talked a little bit about Phil. I have seen he's got some pictures floating around out there,
Mm-hmm.
and I really like the way it looks. It's going to be cool. Lots of metal flake.
Yep.
So if you haven't seen it, I think it's on his Instagram page.
Yep.
And I think he told me he wanted to make a Paul Reed Smith that you could never get from Paul Reed Smith. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Who else?
Well, we haven't. Let's see. Let's talk about Big D.
Big D.
Mm-hmm.
He made exactly what we thought he was going to make.
Well, we knew what he
Pretty
was going
much.
to make. 'Cause,
Well, but even early on, we're like, well, he'll make. And
that's true. Remember when we cut that early promo video and we
Mhm.
talked about the whiskey barrel thing?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's not really a whiskey barrel guitar.
No, but
it's
a Telecaster.
it's a
which-
Telecaster. Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
it's
I love Telecasters. They're classic. They're always going to be cool. They're Levi's in a t-shirt. You know what I mean? They're always
Yeah.
they're
So they're
cheeseburger
Bruce
and
Springsteen?
fries.
They're Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, they're always going to be cool.
yeah,
and they're yeah.
And he made his whole philosophy, I think, on the contest is different than ours. Where he even said he wanted to make a guitar that everybody was going to like.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, and we're like,
Hard to go wrong with a Tele if you want to
yeah.
make something that gets the most
Yeah.
mass appeal.
yeah. So
Prince even liked the telly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. I don't know. It was a safe play, and that's fine.
Turned out great.
And that's the way you wanted to play the contest,
Yeah.
and that's cool. So
I think it could have used more necks, but other than that, it turned out pretty good.
I think it could have used more finish,
Oh, okay.
but
He had
you
a
know,
very,
that's what
very
he-
thin finish. Huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But people seem to like it, and that's cool. And
All right.
and that's the thing about this is, you know, everybody brought something different, and lots of people have different ideas about, you know, what they like in guitars, and ours isn't what they like, and
Yeah.
vice versa. So
I think that, they used to say there's a butt for every bench. The nice part about this contest is there's a bench for every butt. There's lots and lots of different styles, and I'm sure you can find something that you dig.
yeah.
Yes,
And-
ma'am. Is there anything that is coming in that we need to address?
No, I'm just really tired, and I'm just
Oh, okay.
phoning it in right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Phoning it in.
All right.
There you go. Okay, so we got Brad and Dan.
Don't we have one more too? So let's talk. Okay, so Brad and Dan, I think we got everybody.
You got Big D, Phil McKnight,
Yeah.
Ben.
Tamar,
Tamar.
Jimmy, Cadillac. Yeah. So we got Brad and Dan.
There's somebody missing.
Us.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
it.
So.
We'll talk about us later.
Yeah, you
So
talk about yourselves enough.
I'm glad we're choosing to end on Brad and Dan because there's more to that story than I wanted to save that for last.
Okay.
I got a message from Dan the other day. Hey, I'm going to be coming through Denver sometime soon. So wouldn't it be cool to have Dan be on a live video, or maybe we could actually do a little bit of each and have Dan can hang out in the shop. I hope that he is able to come and hang out with us for an afternoon at least.
I hope he's not getting chased off by all the fires.
It smells like church.
Yeah, welcome to Colorado where
Man.
everything's on fire, and in one day it's going to be snowing.
Yes. That's
That
the
actually
truth.
is the forecast,
Yeah,
isn't
uh-huh.
it? Yeah, Tuesday it's
Yeah,
supposed
well,
to be.
and that'll be a good thing because that'll put out all the fire smell. And our state isn't as on fire as it was before, but
Yeah.
New Mexico is on fire, and that's where it's all coming from today.
Yikes.
And there's actually ash falling in the
Yeah.
air today,
Yeah.
which is super nice, and it smells like a campfire.
Super cool.
But anyway, so hopefully that doesn't chase him off, because there'd be no reason to come here.
I guess
if you're-
that's
if
true.
you're suffering from, if you could get away from
yeah,
it.
Yeah, that's true. Or
So.
if you, well, I'm not, yeah. So, guys, don't be surprised if we get a visitor to the shop and it's Dan Thompson from Guns and Guitars. Now, having said that,
And that's a real thing.
that is a real thing. What do you think about Dan's build?
Dan was in a lot of ways, Dan was the shocker to me.
Absolutely agree.
His, for one thing, I followed him a little bit previously. I've certainly watched some of his videos. I kind of know his style, but I didn't know this. I think this might be the first thing that he's really built that's a serious thing when he's been on the road like he is.
Oh,
And I
where
thought
he
that
has
was
to
gonna
like
be a real,
work out of
yeah,
the
yeah.
Okay.
And so I didn't really know. And he was strangely quiet through most of the contest.
He really couldn't show his hand because he made a
couldn't do that.
bass.
Yeah. But his project turned out really cool.
I sent him a thing. I'm like,
yeah.
dude, I did not see that comment.
Yeah, it's-
kudos to you.
It's
That was
really
awesome.
neat. His collab with Dylan from Dylan Talks Tone
That's
was
right.
cool.
Yep,
That was
nice
really
cameo
fun.
from Dylan.
And the other thing that Dan does, I like Dan's videos. I like the way he does them. He's very self-effacing. They're always positive. They're always fun.
Yeah.
And they look like $1 million,
Yeah.
man. His stuff just always looks really, really
Yep.
good.
I don't see
So
it
that's
on
what
the
I'm going to
eBay,
ask him about if he comes.
Yeah, that's another question. Where I wonder if his is not on eBay, if it's on a
There's-
different auction.
There's
site
people
or something.
conspicuously missing.
Yeah, and I don't know what the deal is with
If
that.
they didn't title it right with Great
You
Guitar
know,
Build-Off or
I've done a
something.
little bit of deep diving on it, and certainly other people have and would find it too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty good at eBay, so
I'm also glad that he didn't use the neck that was provided.
yeah.
Because we got a bunch of people who were like, too bad you didn't use all the kit. And I'm like, well, Dan didn't even use the neck. So, yeah.
You
We
did use all the kit.
We used as much.
Well,
yeah.
we threw away a bunch of the wings, but yeah.
Yeah, but we still used. Yeah.
Even though you took that neck
Yep.
and completely changed it,
Yep.
you still used that neck. It
We
would have been
did.
easier to build a new
Oh,
neck.
it would have been
It would've
wildly
been, yeah.
easier to build.
And it would have been easier to not use that little bit of the body that we used. And the
Mm-hmm.
only reason we cut up as much of the body as we did was because the stuff on top, the stuff on the bottom didn't fit what
Yeah.
we needed it to fit, and the stuff on top didn't fit what we
Yeah.
needed it to fit. So
Yeah.
You know, so
Totally
yeah,
fun.
Yeah.
Project. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway.
I don't know if you can see it in the video because there's so much emphasis placed on Chris and I arguing, but it was a lot of fun to do that. So.
Yeah.
And no, it wasn't set up.
That actually was not a
No,
setup thing.
it wasn't. There was another argument that
That's
was
right,
even
it didn't
worse.
make it onto
It
the
didn't
camera.
make it on the camera,
Yeah.
and I said, I do not want this on. Yeah, turn the cameras off. And it was
Which I thought when
stupid.
you said turn the cameras off, I'm like, that's going in there, dude. That's the classic,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
classic no-no of reality TV is when you
Mm-hmm.
say, turn the camera off and get out of my face. That's when it makes it into the. But you didn't do it like that, but you know.
No, and I didn't throw any chairs.
Oh,
But,
dude, missed opportunity.
Yeah, missed opportunity
Oh, well.
again. But I was, well, and it was mostly because it was I'd screwed up something, and it was pretty
it?
minor. Yeah.
Oh,
but I
okay.
was just and yeah, and it was one of those things where I do something my way, you do it your way, and you were like, well, I don't know why you didn't do it this way, and I just got super pissed off, mostly because I was the one that screwed it up, and really it was tiny and super easy
Yeah.
to fix, and it
Sure,
wasn't a
sure.
big deal, but I was
But there's
just
Matt twisting the
hot.
knife.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't even know that he was doing that. It was just, and I was just like,
Well, sometimes you want to know, like, hey, what
Yeah,
happened?
uh-huh.
And I'm trying to learn that I don't need. The last thing that you want to hear is, what'd you do?
yeah, well, I'd have done this. Well, I know that now.
Yeah, but you didn't do shit. I had to do it all.
Yeah, yeah. You still have to use my brain. You have to be in here, and
Yeah.
math isn't my strong suit.
Hey, shit
And
happens.
yeah, but anyway, it was a tiny little thing, and I'm glad that because I'm like yelling and I'm and,
Were you
I look
stomping?
over it a little bit, and I look over at the camera guy, and I'm like, yeah, this is not. I do not want this on the video, and yeah, it didn't make it. So
Oh, mercy.
that'll be on the extended DVD.
Extended DVD.
Well,
Yeah, we're
someone's-
gonna release all 83 hours
Ugh.
of.
Well, Dirty
of
Knob
video.
says the only thing missing was Chris painting the guitar on the back of a trailer on the way to the guitar show. reality TV,
Yeah,
yeah.
basically, yeah. It could have been in the back of Matt's
Yeah.
Subaru trying to put strings on it.
One of the things that we is not super gone in detail in the video is how you painted everything. Now,
Yeah.
it was all done, and then you took it. We all caravanned over to Mike Learns,
Uh-huh.
and guys, you got to understand the reason that we wanted Mike to do pinstripes on this was because Brian Nutter is Mike's friend too, and those guys know each other and like each other. Mike wanted to help out any way that he could, and since he is a master artist, he's like, hey, let me do some stuff on that for you. So he did, and Mike donated all of his time. In addition, we had the guys from Coney Island Guitars donated pickups. Dylan from Dylan Talks Tone donated pickups. The guys from Flipside Music donated their time. Brett Hagen and Mike Stroman from Hawk Attack donated their time. Not to mention the unbelievable amount of donated time from Kenny from Super Bitchin' Productions and Jamie Hillier from Module Overload Studio.
And Nicole.
And Nicole, that's right. I know I'm missing something.
Yeah.
Um,
but it sounds stupid, but it took a village to build that guitar.
It did.
It really
Yeah.
did. Lots and lots of people chipped in and helped out. And yeah.
I did the most.
Yes.
Mrs. Toast did
Mrs.
the
Toast
most.
came by several times and said,
What are you doing?
"What the fuck are you doing?" Yeah.
Is there anything that you need to brief us on real quick?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So I did all the paint.
Chris did all the. So yeah. So
And afterwards, I put more clear on it. And after that, I'm
Yeah.
the one that made it shine like a mirror
Yeah.
on the front.
Yeah.
So.
I did all the nagging, and without
Yeah.
me, you guys would still be fucking working on it.
We'd still be drawing it out.
Let's
that was
jump
the
ahead
funniest part
to.
of the whole video for me was just watching us like.
Oh,
And
yeah.
the other funny thing is because we don't normally work that way, like on top of one another. We don't usually both go at a project.
Yeah.
Well, what do you want me to do? What do you want
Yeah.
me to do? And yeah, so that was really funny. And there was a couple of times on it where I'm just standing there watching you, and I'm like, that looks terrible. That's not how this works.
What was one of the things I did like that?
Where you were, I don't know, you were doing something with a neck, and
Okay.
and I'm just standing there going, watching you do it.
The
or-
little octave neck you can't fit on the
Vacuum,
deadhead sander,
yeah,
so I had
yeah.
to
and yeah,
I'd
and
go old school, something you don't know about.
I've done just enough of those to know I don't like doing it that way. But anyway, that was entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
The other thing that I found entertaining was the number of overhead shots.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's lots of low angle stuff of my gut
And mine.
and some high angle stuff of your
Chris's,
head.
yeah, less than it used to be hair.
We're getting old, Chris.
We are, yeah.
Yeah.
I had no idea it was getting that bad. To be honestly, you know, I mean, yeah. Nobody's like, "Wow, Chris, you're really losing a lot of hair there, buddy."
Oh, I'm sure that'll pop up. If
It
you guys
will.
haven't seen the video, there's a link in the description below. Go check it
Go
out.
watch
Tell
it,
all your friends.
and also every time you're at a friend's house,
Yeah.
log on to their YouTube
Yeah.
and watch it.
It's easy.
Get it
Let all the
going.
ads run though.
Well,
Oh,
Monday.
let's talk about ads.
Yeah.
But before
Yeah.
we talk about Brad, let's talk about ads. Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, oh shit, I hit something. Okay.
Oh, boy.
Finishes by Drew.
Hey, Drew.
To bend your ear, if someone ordered the exact guitar, how much would it cost to replicate?
We've talked about that.
I think it would be upwards of $10,000.
It really is 3 guitars.
And especially because you're having to have to pay Mike for the pinstriping.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
not.
Dan.
We thought it was Dan, but it's not. It's our friend Lance coming in. So yeah.
Romance, what's going on?
Yeah. So it's really three guitars, pretty much.
Well, and like I said, a bunch of the stuff was donated, and a bunch of the stuff is one of a kind stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a bridge that you made that
Yep.
took way too many hours.
Yep.
There's string guides that I made that
Yep.
take way too many hours.
There's Mike Learn Paint.
There's Mike Learn Paint. There's which isn't cheap. There's some other kind of one-off stuff on it that if you had to pay for it, it would add up.
Yeah. One thing that I want to tell you guys about the video is I have disabled all of the mid-roll ads because I hate them. And I know you guys hate them too, because it's like, it would be one thing if it was every 15 minutes or if there was, you know, whatever. But it's not. It's every 5 minutes and it's relentless. And I watched that video when it came out, or when I first uploaded, I watched the whole thing and there were no ads, and I'm like, cool. And then I got some messages from you guys, these ads, I make them stop. So I went in and I took out all the mid-roll ads. You have to go in. YouTube just adds them.
And you can't do that when you're uploading it. It won't.
No.
No. It's an after the fact kind of a thing.
So I have purposely gone in and removed those, and I try to do that from, like, I'll have to do that to this video tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because if anyone, tomorrow's a holiday in the U.S., so if you want to watch this video while you're at work, by the time you go in on Tuesday, all the mid-roll ads will be
and
disabled.
you can't set it up that way. You can set it up for no ads or
And I
ads.
suspect that YouTube pushes the videos that have the most ads. But anyway, all the ads are gone. Yes, ma'am.
So Drew finishes.
Hey,
Threw on another $20, 10 for a job well done, and 10 for the cause.
thanks, man. That's very
There you
cool.
go.
Here's a question
Yes.
that touches back to a subject that we talked about earlier today or yesterday.
Okay.
Since the topic is about what's happening in the future.
Yes.
Where's
We're
the
almost to
Mrs. Toast swag?
Oh, Mrs. Toast swag.
My idea
Yes.
for, like, you remember those bikini shirts that you put over your bathing suit and it looks like you're wearing, like, sexy body. I
Yeah.
want to do that with
That's what I sleep in
the
every night.
Mrs. Texas Toast. Beauty
Is it going to
queen
have
and
the sash?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So one more competitor to talk about, and that's our good friend Brad Ango. Brad has really stepped up and become one of our good buddies. Do not be one bit surprised when we do collaboration videos with Brad in the future. In fact, Chris and I already have a few ideas that we want to bounce off him, and I think you'll see those very, very soon. But what did you think about Brad's guitar?
I actually thought it was pretty neat.
No, I love.
He took some risks with the body shape.
Yeah.
Came up with his own body shape. I think he kind of stepped outside his wheelhouse in a lot of ways. I mean, because really he's pretty much a finisher guy.
Okay.
As far as I can tell, he wants to do more. He's going to do more stuff.
I know that he's got a bunch of things planned. He was showing some stuff very, very early on.
Yeah, and he's another one of those really self-effacing guys, and is much to his detriment willing to show his mistakes.
Boy, he really stepped
catch
up and
some heat for
he
that
did catch some
and let
heat,
it
that's a
bounce
bummer.
off him, and and he's a cool guy. So
Is there if Brad said, hey, I want to come to Colorado and do a one-day video with you on your day off. Would you come in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
First of all, he wouldn't say it like that.
Oh,
He'd say,
geez,
oh, hey.
Hey, sorry, I'm not going to be there on your day.
Yeah.
You're
Hey.
normally
Sorry,
there,
we could
though,
totally reschedule though.
Sure, sorry.
Sorry.
I'm
Hey,
all
guy.
about coming doing there. Down, yeah.
Don't do him there.
Okay, quick question.
Yes.
Somebody asked, it's lost in the, the
Okay.
scroll right now,
Yeah.
about patrons, peeps getting T-shirts. Did you have a thing set up with Teespring for them to get their thing?
We're gonna.
We are
I-
working on that.
Okay.
I think the
It's
best way
gotten
to
lost
do
in
it.
the
I
mix.
think what I'm just gonna do is, if you are a member of Patreon and you haven't gotten your T-shirt yet, I just need to just send me what size you are and your address and which style you want, and I'll just order you one. Okay?
I got another way we can do that too.
How?
You want me to say it?
Yeah.
Give everybody the money to buy a shirt off of Teespring.
No, that's not the same.
It's not the same, but they get to pick their shirt.
Well, it's just pick the shirt that it would work out to be the same.
Yeah,
But pick the
yeah.
shirt that you want and pick the size that you want. And pick the shirt that you want. Tell me your size and tell me your address, and I'll order you a shirt.
We'll get you a shirt.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll post this on Patreon probably tomorrow because it's getting out of hand.
This is the craziest time.
Yeah.
For the last literally like 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna even out. It's gonna slow down. It's gonna get
Yep.
more back to normal. And it for 2.5 months it didn't. Oh, we got a class next week.
And what happened was I was just gonna get like regular shirts and send them to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, well, then someone's gonna go, I wanted that one. Well, I can't get just
Yeah.
one of the
Yeah.
beloved pin router shirts. I can't just get it was either gonna be this one or whatever. So
Yeah.
yeah. So yes,
So Jesse's asking for a friend.
Jesse who?
Jesse Gibbons.
Just-
Yeah.
Do your shirts come in a Canadian large?
Yes, they do.
I just take a silver Sharpie,
Yeah.
cross out small, and put Canadian
Nice.
large on it.
Nice.
Yes.
Someone said that Brad Angove is as big as John Cena.
No. I think Brad's taller than you would expect him
I
to be.
don't know.
I expect everybody to be my height,
Yeah.
and he's probably taller. Actually, I know he is. I've seen pictures of him playing rugby.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
You got to be tough to play rugby. You got to
Yep.
be tall to play rugby,
Yep.
or thick.
So yeah, let's go back to Brad's guitar.
Uh-huh.
I liked Brad's guitar a lot. In fact, I think we should steal that design and make one.
There was talk of doing
There
that early
was,
on.
yeah.
You can call it the wino.
What we were going to do, you guys, was we were going to make a fake guitar that would be like what you guys thought we were gonna do, and there was all this like stuff. We just ran out of time, and inclination really.
Well, yeah.
And
there
the
was-
idea was that we were gonna do like you could follow along, and then at the very end, psych, that's not the one we made. Here it is, this triple neck thing.
We're gonna smash it and break
Yeah.
it. And that was gonna be the big fight.
Yes, ma'am.
So
That's a good idea. I don't know
yeah.
if this will work.
Okay.
Work out a one-time Patreon code with Teespring and email it to your Patreons individually.
Can't do that.
There's-
I
we-
looked into that.
That was the thing we
Yeah.
tried to do. Yeah.
Yeah. The most percentages off you can do is, I think, 50% off on Teespring. There was no way to do a free shirt. That was the first idea that I
Yeah.
had was doing that, and I
Yeah.
just couldn't do it. Sorry.
Okay. So Ken McGee,
Sorry.
Hey, Ken.
do a video what Brad Angove got wrong. There's only an hour.
That would be okay. We could do that. I think that would be a fun video to do. But I would want to do only the video, and then send it to Brad and have him do the audio.
Awesome.
That would
So
be
Brad
fun.
does the
Yeah.
voiceover work for it.
That would be fun. That would also,
Do
we
a
could.
Zoom call with him doing the bad lip.
No,
reading
I
of
want
you
to
guys.
actually send the video to him for him to do the audio. For it.
Mike Edwards sends some
Mike.
beer money for Labor Day weekend.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.
You know, if somebody would get me a beer, that would be great too. So
Yeah, we're gonna do. I think one thing that I hope, because Brad's stuff was always fairly serious, and I think he's kind of discovered that some people like the lighthearted Brad as
his
well.
previous or before the
yeah,
Great Guitar Build Off
yeah,
stuff.
and that maybe he's willing to branch out into some some lighter,
Oh, okay.
some lighter
Thanks, man.
stuff because
I thought
we
I
can
was-
all be super serious about guitars, but also have a little bit of fun.
I almost pissed my pants when he put in that Pebbles Flintstone.
That was good,
Like
yeah.
ponytail on the top of
Uh-huh,
his head.
yeah.
Just needed like a little like milk bone in there. It would've been just
Yeah, and I
perfect,
think he truly did like the trash talk.
Yeah.
And
We had
coming up
so
with that
much
stuff.
fun with everybody,
Yeah,
and especially
yeah.
Brad and Dan really stepped up to have fun with doing that, and that made it a lot of fun for us too.
Yeah, because I like my guitars to be serious, but I also
Yeah.
like them to party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see,
Like my
guys.
Jesus, yeah.
So we talked about the video. We talked about the auction. We talked about you can pay and you can donate. We talked about Instagram. Again, I want to reach out to everybody who knows somebody or knows somebody who knows somebody, to all those big time hotshot rock and rollers who have a little bit of that money, a little bit of that spending, folding money that they can
Yeah.
throw at something like this, and assure you once again that all of the proceeds go to help our very good friend Brian Nutter, who's very deserving and has accumulated a buttload of medical bills,
Yep.
and we want to help him out. And I know you guys do too. But I don't know how to get in touch with Billy Gibbons. I don't know how to get in touch with Rick Nielsen. I don't know how to get in touch with the guys in Nelson. For that
I
matter.
attempted to get in touch with Keith Urban, Nicole Kidman.
Uh-huh. If you know Keith
Taylor
or
Swift.
Nicole or
Taylor
Taylor
Swift,
Swift, yeah,
yeah.
please
I
let them
actually
know.
got responses back from people too, like, "Oh, you're so close, but we're not the people to contact about
Oh,
this. So
okay.
try this thing, and then I try the other thing." People actually,
Cool.
replied back to me.
If you guys know, or even if you don't know, just bombard these people with that stuff. If you know how to
Twit
work
the shit out of them.
If you know how to work Twitter, I don't have a Twitter thing. Do you? Even
I have a Twitter, but I don't have a fucking clue.
I don't know how it works. I'm way too old for that to figure out how stuff works. Okay. All right. Let's
right.
move forward to what we think is going to happen with the unofficial Great Guitar Build-Off.
This year?
Have you seen the play field for that?
You showed me the list. I thought it
Holy
was long.
mackerel.
And it's triple the number that I thought. And there's some names that we know of that are missing. So we know
Yes,
it's not everybody.
We know it's not everyone yet.
Yeah.
These are probably so. If you want to see the gigantic list of people, go to greatguitarbuildoff.com, and in the unofficial entries, there's like meet the unofficial entrants. There's so many. And guys, I've tried to watch a bunch of videos, and I try to watch and comment so I'm watching them. I don't
you
know.
also
I don't know
gotta
what that
answer
gets you if
emails
I,
and-
you know what I mean? But again, I just,
There's some validation there.
I don't know. Maybe if you guys
Yeah.
think it's cool, I hope you do. I don't.
You gotta answer emails and reply to YouTube comments
Yeah.
and get these fucking T-shirts out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I try to watch the videos. There's so many. There's a young man, 10 or 12 years old.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like a very young, a youngster making a guitar.
Yeah.
Is that the herringbone plywood?
I don't.
Body?
I don't think it is,
I
but
don't
that one's
know.
pretty neat too.
But the cool thing is on the greatguitarbuildoff.com thing, you can look at all the people, and then they're active. You can click on the thing; it'll take you to
Oh,
their
that's cool.
video.
Maybe that's
or
why.
videos.
Yeah, some of the people that we know are missing because they're just going to do a final video.
I think it's video. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
and I want to say Eric is still putting all that stuff together in a giant, like he's collecting all that stuff and
Yeah,
making it all
yeah,
happen. So thank you
yeah.
to Eric who's doing that.
Yeah,
So.
that's cool. So what do you think is going to happen next year for the Great Guitar Build-Off 2021?
Here's what I think ought to happen. There shouldn't be any Jimmy DiRestas or Ben Crows or Tamar Hannas or anyone with a big channel. There shouldn't be anyone with a small channel like Big D or Texas Toast Guitar. And Big D has a way bigger channel than us, and we don't have anything.
Yeah.
I think that next year should be all about what this year they would call the unofficial thing. What I think they ought to do is just that be it. And you can buy a kit from Crimson, or you can, just sort of start with raw lumber. And, but hold on, I'm not done yet. And Crimson will sponsor it, and they're the ones they're the ones in charge. So, like they get all the juice from the squeeze of putting this contest on.
Yes.
And you can buy a kit from them or not. But what I would like to see is only original entries. So if you can't make something that's got a trademark, so if you make a Strat or a Telly, you gotta at least have your own headstock. And there's no, I think the Les Paul is a trademark shape, the body, I think.
Okay.
So you can get close, but you gotta be enough to where Gibson won't sue you. If you know, and if you were making that as a model, they wouldn't sue you.
I have a list of home
Of all the different
all the
ones.
Gibson heads,
Yeah.
the trademarks. Yeah.
So that's what I would like to see, and I would also like to see Chris and myself be guest judges. I think that would be cool. And wouldn't it be neat to have like a panel of like Ben could be, it's his company, his contest, so Ben could be a judge. You and I could be judges, and maybe, you know, some other person could be a judge.
Yep.
Like we could, I don't know. We
Yeah.
could get Paul Reed Smith to do it. Whoever.
Yes,
I don't
yes.
know.
Well, with all the entrants this year,
Yeah.
there's a lot of freaking people. It
Yeah.
could also be like the Miss United States pageant. That, all right, here are all the people, and here are the top 10. We've already done a lot of the voting, and here are the top 10.
Guys, I don't know how we
You
would
know,
do that.
yeah.
Yeah. I think that there should be some classes involved. And I mean,
Oh, okay.
I mean, you know, divisions involved. We could have
Like wrestling?
we could have kit builds,
Okay.
raw builds.
Okay.
We could have
That's a great idea.
trademarked builds.
Mm-hmm.
We could have original design
All
builds.
original idea. Yeah, okay.
something like that.
That's cool.
There's no reason that you can't give away more than one award
Sure,
for
sure.
the best guitar.
Okay.
It's easy for you to say all this since you're not organizing it.
Well,
Yeah, right.
And now
No.
we got a year to work on this with
Yeah.
Crimson. If they want to do this with
Yeah.
us, we'd be more than happy to work with them. I
Yeah,
think it's a
yeah.
neat idea. And that, you know, the other thing is having a year to come up with this stuff. I know Ben wanted to have like his raffle license in place for next year. And because I know he wants to do it as a raffle, and I don't know how that works, but
Yeah.
what I do know is that Ben is a smart guy, and he will, if there's a way to do it, Ben will figure out how to do it.
Yeah. And
But I think judges would be cool because then you and I could be like Doug Marcaida.
that's exactly right.
Yes.
It will play.
We would say that about Brad's this time. It will kill.
I was just gonna say that.
I want you to know your guitar.
Wouldn't it be cool to have like, yeah, I mean, like you could have like some badass. Oh, okay, here it is. Ben Crow, Chris Besker, Matt Flaherty, Brian Nutter. That would be an awesome lineup of judges.
That'd be the best.
Because like
Yeah.
I suck at guitar,
Yeah.
but Brian totally
You
wails.
go over and shred and then go.
Yeah.
Your guitar.
Yeah. Brian Nutter would be the Doug Marcaida,
Yeah.
and we would just be the jerks.
We could go over and like pull on the strings and go.
Yeah, the guy who
that looks
tries
really
to
good."
break it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, the dicked up part about that knife show is they're always trying to like do things with knives that like, who would do that?
You
Just
don't
get
use
a wrench.
knife for.
Yeah, well, I'm going to see what your knife does to this 8-inch bolt.
Okay, someone, I lost it now. But again, along the lines of reality show. Oh wait, Michael McCoy, do it like three guitars on a 1-hour show, like Chopped, or
Yeah, oh,
like,
that'd be
like
great.
Forged in Fire.
That'd
Yeah.
be cool.
There you go.
Yeah.
If
we could
anyone
give 'em-
knows how to do that, Chris and I would do that so fast it'd make your
You've
head
been
swim.
talking about that for years.
we could let them go back to their home shop and build a guitar over the course of a week.
Oh, that'd be cool.
They
Yeah.
we could have them come in and do some weird partial
Here's some
skill.
plywood.
But
Make
it's
a
got
neck.
it's got
Make a
it's
body
got to
bag
be
neck,
us
like
and
that.
Brian
Yeah,
Nutter. That'd
yeah,
be so
yeah.
great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brian would do that in a second too.
Yeah, and I like the idea of guys that are young and hungry, and because I've seen a lot of videos, and it's like, you know, kind of the next generation of YouTubers.
Sure.
Bringing new ideas and bringing just some youthful exuberance to it.
I want to say, Lance, you might know the answer to this. Does a company like Ford or Chevy or BMW or Mercedes sponsor like a, for lack of a better word, amateur vehicle, automotive build, or like
They probably
what's the
have
next
like
great
a,
idea
like
or
a
something
design
like
thing,
that?
like
Yeah.
a concept
do.
car.
Yeah, go to the microphone, Lance, so we can hear you.
So, I mean, the obvious one is Roadkill.
Okay.
So those guys get sponsored by Dodge and
Yeah.
and all the parts vendors.
Okay.
There's also They do another show called Engine Masters. They
Okay.
do the same thing. They're sponsored by an oil company and a couple
Cool.
other parts companies.
Yeah,
But it
see,
is
I
possible.
think that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Something in the style like that, and
Yeah.
Crimson could get a lot of juice out of that because they'd be like, "Hey, aren't we cool? We're sponsoring this really neat thing, and
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
do it too." So
And a
yeah.
lot more like content, and maybe a lot more controllable content
Now,
in some ways.
what are the prizes for 2020?
For us?
No, for the unofficial thing.
Oh,
There's actual prizes.
They get to win stuff.
They do, and I think they get to win like kits or
Uh-huh.
tools or kits and tools or. But for 2021, I'm going to throw this out there.
I don't know what he's going to say.
You don't know.
But I have an idea, but I don't know.
If you're one of the winners in 2021, free class at TexasToastGuitars.com. A week at Texas Toast. You get to come and hang out with us for a week and make a guitar.
And we
But
wanted
they
to
already
make you
won
build
the
a paint booth.
contest.
And I challenge Ben Crow at Crimson Guitars to step up with a commensurate prize. So, like, for example, if there was someone in the UK who won, they could win the trip to Crimson. If there was someone in the United States,
We
they
could
could
have-
win the...
We could
It
have-
wouldn't be an all expenses paid trip. You'd have to...
no.
The class would be covered.
You might even be able to make that work at least somewhat.
Mm-hmm.
We should have because the as cool as the worldwide thing is.
Yep.
We should have North America, UK, Europe,
International
whatever.
champion.
Well, yeah, we could. That could be another show.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
could
yeah.
be yeah. But yeah, we should have. There should be lots of judges, lots of panels,
Yep.
lots of categories. Not too many.
That's what I predict for 2021.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So Doug said he went there for a week and had to build a booth.
That's what I said. I said, yeah, we're not
didn't
gonna
come
make
for a
anybody
class
else
for a
that.
week.
Yeah,
That's right.
He did
Yeah.
finally get to build something.
Yes.
But yeah,
There's
thank
a
you
lot
for
of
building the booth, Doug.
drywalling.
I was in there today. It works really good.
How many people are watching the live stream right now?
Your sister?
Oh, okay, thank you. How many of my
I'm
sisters
showing
are?
287.
Okay,
but
guys, what I
his-
want to tell you about is some stuff coming up this week before we wrap it up. One is the Hot Rod Pinstriping and Gold Leafing with Mike Learn class. That's this Thursday, September 10th at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. And you can sign up for that class. There's a link in the description below, and it'll take you to PayPal. It's $20, and it's a live online class. You can talk to Mike. You can interact with Mike. You can say, hey, move the camera so I can see what Mike's doing on this side. And the other cool thing is, once you have the code, you can watch that video as many times as you want.
You can watch it slowed down 50%. You can
Sped
watch
up
it sped
150%.
to chipmunk speed.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but that's coming up
Whatever you
this
want.
week, the 10th, and there's a paywall there. You got to pay to do it, but it's a very, very cool thing.
It's going to be well worth it too. If
I
you've
am
ever had
super excited
even
about
a little bit of interest in it,
If you liked the tramp stamp on our Great Guitar Build-Off
Yep.
guitar or Ben Crow's head, this is the class for you.
yeah, we'll show you how to do Ben Crow's head in gold leaf.
Yes.
Yeah,
Or something like that.
And I would suggest if you're interested in the class and you pay for the class to bring a pencil and paper,
Yeah.
so that you can draw along,
Yeah.
and figure out that really it's not so hard that nobody can do it. You can have
just
some
takes
fun.
practice,
Yeah, it
yeah.
just takes practice, and if you follow along, you'll end up with something where you can go, well, next time I do it, it'll
Are you
it'll
gonna
be
do?
better.
Are you gonna do stuff?
No,
too?
I'm gonna film.
Oh, okay.
So that's another class. We'll do that. We'll do that class someday too.
Okay.
Where, yeah, we'll put Chris's lack of skill
All right,
to the
all right,
test.
all right, yeah.
That's going to be the airbrush class.
Okay.
But it's going to be really fun drawing that stuff if you're even not artistic, because I'm not. But it's really fun to do that, and it's super fun to watch Mike do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's cathartic. It's a lot like watching Bob Ross paint.
Totally
Only-
hypnotic, yeah.
Only cooler.
Yeah.
I
Only it's
think.
Mike Learn,
It's-
yeah.
Yeah, because I don't have any pictures of little trees in my house, but I have lots of hot rod
Yeah.
stuff.
Hot rod
lots
stuff
of
is
pin-up
cool,
kind of
yeah.
stuff, because that's what's cool.
So again, that's September 10th. You can sign up for it at TexasToastGuitars.com, or there's a link right in the description below. You can just go check that out.
Yeah.
Have we covered everything today?
I think we have.
So we talked about the Great Guitar Build-Off. We talked about everybody's entry and how cool we think everyone is.
Yeah, and how fun it was to do.
Yeah.
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 Although I'm glad it's over.
I am too. Thank you to the good people at Crimson Guitars for putting this on. I know there was a lot of like weird rule changes, and then they had to change it back, and then they had to change it back again. And okay, it's not the easiest thing in the world to put on a contest like this. Especially, they probably had to have someone just do this full time. You know what I mean? Answer these emails from jerks like
probably.
me. And,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
thank you to everybody at Crimson Guitars who made this possible. And I hope that they do it in the future. And I hope that they hear what we're talking about in this video.
I think it could be something really cool and really fun.
Yep.
For a lot of people.
Yeah, but let's be perfectly frank here. The official entries to me are not as cool as the unofficial entries. You guys really stepped up, and like some of that stuff is crazy, and some of it's totally classic, and some of it is just like this off the wall bonkers stuff. You guys are really stepping up. There's a lot of like, I'm gonna make a cool classic thing. I'm gonna make this wild Millennium Falcon thing. One of the people who isn't listed is our friend Jesse Givens, who is someone that you and I both know, a graduate of the Texas Toast School, and he's fortunate enough to live 13 miles from here. So he rents space at the shop, and he comes down and hangs out with a very cool guy.
He's actually getting his own bench.
Very cool guy. Yep. So we look forward to. I see what he's doing every day, so I don't have to watch his video. I don't know if he's got a video or not, but
Yeah.
But I want to challenge all of you guys, and I'm talking to you too, Chris, to go watch those. To go watch as many of those unofficial entries as you can.
Yeah,
There's some
yeah.
good stuff out there.
And I am personally rooting for Jesse,
Yeah.
Doug Cook, and Devin Riddle.
I forgot about Devin Riddle. Sorry, Devin.
Yep.
That's right. So I
Chrome pickup ring.
okay. So Devin Riddle and Doug. So Doug, we already talked about Doug, who came out to the shop and
Yep.
and helped us with our spray booth. Thank you again.
And he has a
for
pin router,
all of
so
it.
no
That's
doubt
right.
Everything will go super smooth.
That's right. And Devin Riddle also came out here and hung out with us for a few
Yep,
days.
yep.
And his daughters told me I smelled like farts. And
They have
they
the
might have been
exact,
right.
the exact same sense of humor as Matt.
yeah, we were on the same sheet of music. Yes, ma'am.
Jesse says, I want to be Jesse's bench.
He does want
Yeah.
to be Jesse's bench. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us this Sunday. It was a good time. I had a good time today.
Yeah.
I didn't really quite know how it was going to go. I could probably talk about this or anything else for another 3 hours, but
Yeah.
He actually probably will.
This is the first week where I didn't feel encumbered by the entire Great Guitar Build-Off.
Yeah. We
It's-
got a
it's
little bit of
done.
breathing room.
We can. Yeah,
And then the smoke rolls in. from
Whatever
fucking
happens, happens.
New Mexico, it's Pinon. It smells like fucking
Yeah.
church out there. It
Yeah,
sucks.
yeah.
So, guys, remember, we're going to see more from Brad Angove. We're going to see more from Dan Thompson. I wouldn't be one bit surprised if we didn't even see Philip McKnight here in the future. That would be neat, and that would be a lot of fun. If you know anyone who wants to bid on this guitar, you know how the auction thing works, I challenge you to let them know that this is a cool, one-of-a-kind guitar, and it's a great opportunity to get in on something that is... I'll never make another one like it.
No.
I know you have no interest. Yeah, it's
No.
Unless
No.
someone ponies up the money.
No,
for
I
it.
Even then,
I
Right
recently
now, it's all
took
right.
a look at the tote board. We're up to $5,400.
really
Yes.
very cool. So while you guys have been watching, some other people have been bidding. So very cool.
And remember, no big check.
Yeah, until you get the six
$6,000. Yeah.
If Zach Wild actually wins it, will you deliver it to him?
I will, and I will
You
call
swear a
him
cup, yeah.
Mr. Wild.
Mr.
the
Wildy?
I won't
Yeah.
even make eye contact unless he tells me.
I
it's
bet
okay.
you Zach.
He's
I bet
gonna
you
be
Zach
like,
Wild.
go ahead, I got a cup on, kick me in the nuts. Do
I
it.
bet you Zach Wild would be like he would think it was funnier if he knew the whole story of that.
I don't know if the stand that we made goes up high enough. I might
We
actually
might
have
need
to
an
modify.
extension stand. Get a couple of
We're gonna
blocks.
need some.
You need like the Tom Cruise step ladder for when he's like next to his co-star.
Yeah,
for
our
the stand.
Yeah, for the
Yeah,
stand,
yeah,
exactly.
We're gonna put a ladder jack on.
Guys,
on
if
our
you know
stand.
Zach Wilde, if you know Billy Gibbons, if you know Taylor Swift, if you know Keith Urban, if you know Randy Bachman, if you know, shut up, Lance, if you know Rick
Nielsen.
Nielsen, let them know. Or if you know someone who knows those people, let them know that the auction is going on, and for the next 3 days, they can get on the action and have something wildly cool. Thanks for watching, everybody. I have so much fun on Sundays. Chris, thanks for putting up with me again. Mrs. Toast, I
Just
don't know
today
what you're
or in
doing, but
general?
In
He
general.
got me a freaking
Yeah.
cheeseburger with mustard.
I know. And special thanks to Lance for coming down. Special thanks to our good friends at Flipside Music, the great American guitar store. Hold it so they can see it, love.
Hello.
There you go. Flipside Music, the great American guitar store. Tell Ike that you want to get one of those stickers and he will put it in your next order personally. I guarantee it. This is Matt at Texas Toast reminding you that life is short. You might as well have a cool guitar. Thanks for watching, you guys. We'll see you next time.